Good evening and welcome to Lunar New Year Celebration 2021, brought to you by the Multicultural Center and the Lunar New Year Planning Committee. My name is Jan Rose Sampson, and I am a multicultural peer advocate here at the Multicultural Center. I'm a graduating senior majoring in computer science, and I'm excited to be hosting tonight's Lunar New Year program. Before we begin this program, we would like to start by acknowledging the history and legacy of colonization. UT Dallas stands on land originally settled and occupied by the Caddo, Wichita, and Comanche people. We recognize the history of UT Dallas begins with the forced removal of the indigenous people through the legacy of colonization. The Lunar New Year signifies the beginning of the year based on the lunar calendar and is widely celebrated here in the United States and throughout many Asian countries. The Chinese zodiac consists of a 12-year cycle, each year being associated with a certain creature. The second in the cycle is the ox. One account is that the order of the beings of the year is due to their order in completing a contest of racing across a river in the so-called Great Race, the race being to determine which creatures in which order would be the namesakes of the 12-year cycle. The race was run and swum, the finish line being across a great river. The rat and the ox crossed easily enough, the ox being due to being large and powerful and adept both on land and in water. The rat asked the good-natured ox for a ride on its back, but then ungratefully jumped off at the last minute to cross the finish line first. This is told to explain why the rat and the ox do not get along together. Now, I would like to introduce the other MCs for this evening.
Hello, my name is Simon, and I'm a junior neuroscience major, and I'll be representing the Chinese Student Association.
Hello, I'm Sarah, and I'm representing the Japanese Student Association. I am a senior majoring in neuroscience.
Well, I know it's dinner time for a lot of us, and tonight's theme is dinner and a show. So let's start off with some recipe videos. Feel free to follow along with your family or save these recipes to make this weekend.
Let's jump right in. Our first video comes from the Filipino Student Association, and they are showing us how to create mango sago.
Hey guys, Aaron here. Today, we're making mango sago. This dessert dish is a great chill treat for the hot sunny weather in the Philippines and Texas, but it's also just as great as an easy to make delight for any sweet tooth. Let's get started. The ingredients for this recipe are super simple. 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 can condensed milk, 1 can or 1 pack all-purpose cream, 3 mangoes, and 1 pack of small tapioca pearls or sago. You can get all of these at your local Asian grocery store. Now that we have all the ingredients, let's start cooking. First thing to do is to boil 4 cups of water in a medium pot. Once the water starts boiling, lower the heat to medium-high, then add 1 cup of uncooked sago to the water. Make sure to keep stirring the sago to prevent them from bunching up. Cooking the sago should only take about 10 to 12 minutes. While the sago is cooking, we can prep the rest of our ingredients. Slice away the 2 cheeks of mango and score them into small dice. Scoop them out with a spoon and you should get these chunks of mango. Then, in a small blender, blend half a can of the condensed milk, half the evaporated milk, and 1 to 2 mango cheeks worth of mangoes. That should be about 3 spoonfuls of mangoes. Set this aside and then, in a bowl, add the rest of the can of condensed milk, evaporated milk, and all-purpose cream. Mix them together well until homogeneous and then add the rest of the mangoes. At this point, the sago should be done cooking. Drain the sago using a strainer and run it through cold water until it is about room temperature. Afterwards, just add the sago to the mixture. Mix everything together, then cover the container. Place the container in the fridge to chill, and then after a while, it should be ready to enjoy. Now that we're done making the mango sago, this is pretty much what the mango sago should look like after you chill in the fridge for a little while. You can enjoy it as a little snack, or as an after-meal dessert. Anyways, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy your mango sago. Bye!
Oh my goodness, y'all. Could that look any more delicious? Those mango cheeks? Wow, I'm hungry already.
I actually couldn't wait for to see the rest of the videos. If the next videos are anything like this, I think I won't be needing dinner tonight.
I agree. That looks so good. And if I had mangoes, I would definitely try that this weekend. I have quite a sweet tooth myself.
Oh my gosh, same. It reminds me of making halo halo with my family. It's the Filipino word for mixture, and it's a popular cold dessert too, so definitely try that out. I'll make sure to invite y'all over sometime to sample it. But our next video comes from the Vietnamese Student Association, and they'll be demonstrating their Vietnamese egg roll dish. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, today we're going to be cooking chai ya, otherwise known as Vietnamese egg rolls. Now this recipe is super easy and it's also a fan favorite, so I definitely recommend you guys trying this out in your free time. So without further ado, let's get started. So the ingredients that we're going to need today are bean thread noodles, carrots, onion, jicama, green onion, spring roll wrappers, and ground pork. And our seasonings, we use chili pepper, chicken bouillon, fish sauce, soy sauce, and salt and pepper. So first order of business, we're going to take those bean thread noodles and we're going to go ahead and soak them in warm water for about 20 to 30 minutes or until they get nice and soft. And while those soak, we're going to go ahead and prepare our vegetables. So first on the list, we have our jicama. Our jicama is huge, so we decided to cut that in half, and that half turned out to be more than enough. So we're going to take our jicama and carrots, we're going to go ahead and peel those, and once we're through with that, we're going to take green onion, chop that up nice and good, and then we're going to shred our jicama, our carrots, and also we're going to mince some onion. Once that's through, put everything in a bowl. We're going to take those jicama, carrots, and onion, and we're going to go ahead and squeeze the moisture out of those vegetables. This ensures that our egg rolls aren't too soggy, and you can go ahead and do this with your hands or a towel if you want. But once you're through with that, it's time to put everything in a bowl together. So you want to make sure that you cut your bean thread noodles into maybe 1 inch or 1.5 inch size pieces, just so that they're not too long. Throw in your green onions, throw in your pork. I started off with 1/2 pound, realized that was not anywhere near enough, and then added in a whole pound. From there, we're going to mix that all up and then add in our seasonings as well. So we were pretty lenient with the seasonings we used. We didn't really put any direct measurements on it. So it's up to you guys to either add things you want, take away things you want, up to your discretion. A side note, there is supposed to be wood ear mushrooms in this recipe. However, we couldn't find them in stores. So if you guys do try this recipe, I do really recommend you putting in wood ear mushrooms into this mix as well. And now we are ready to go ahead and start wrapping. Super simple. We're going to take this meat, place it towards one end. We're going to take the other two sides and we're going to go ahead and wrap those towards the middle, making sure that the ends of your meat are covered by the wrapper. Take that end, tuck it in, make sure that it's nice and tight, form your egg roll, and then right before you finish off that wrap, put a little bit of water in there so that we can make sure that the wrapper stays on and it's a nice and tight seal. From there, super easy, we're going to go ahead and fry them at 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes. And then once you have all them fried, this is what they should look like. Nice, crispy, golden. You can go ahead and eat them with any kind of vegetables you want, or you can dip them in nuoc mam or fish sauce. But this is what they should look like. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy!
Wow, so what did y'all think of that one?
Oh, I loved it when she tried to cut the jicama. Like, oh no, come back. But I myself, I love it when my mom makes egg rolls. I always try to help her out. And sometimes we'll maybe substitute the pork for turkey. Don't attack us.
Ooh, okay.
I like how professionally it was done. It's like I was watching a cooking show on BBC.
I know. This is so fun. And I loved how easy she made it seem too. Well, Sarah, can you tell us about New Year's Day in Japan?
Oh, yes. So, sorry, Jason doesn't have a video prepared for you, but I can tell you about a special bento box that the Japanese usually have on New Year's Day. So, I'm sure y'all are familiar with the normal bento box. You put your lunch in, you organize it. So, just take that, but make it fancy. So, traditionally in Japan, an osechi ryori is made, and it's put inside the special bento box called a jubako, and it's multi-tiered. So usually the whole family will eat this together on New Year's Day, which is actually January 1st in Japan. And so each dish is usually eaten in a certain order, but if not, at least each dish represents a specific wish for the new year. Like shrimp could stand for longevity. So if you have a bento box and would ever like to try that, please go ahead and send pictures, But Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
and
awesome.
bro, in the Chinese culture, we also eat something that's called dumplings, and the inside is kind of like what was shown in the egg roll. It could be meat or vegetable, and we wrap it in a way that looks like our ancient currency in China, in ancient China. So to represent wealth and prosperity.
Wow, that's awesome. Thanks for that story, y'all. That was so interesting to hear about. Well, next up, we have Holly Wave showing us how to make bibimbap.
It looks really good. I'm really excited to try this at home sometime soon.
Same here, and I was really vibing with that music. I don't know if anyone else
Honestly,
was, but
smooth transitions. Let's
yes.
go, Holly Wave. Well, all of those recipes sounded so amazing. I'm super excited for dinner and dessert now, but I'm excited and ready and hungry to watch these performances.
Yeah, me too.
And me three. So if everyone would like to get ready, enjoy our show.
So up next, we're gonna watch our Lunar New Year planning committee showcase their talents with their cultural performances.
And up first, we actually have our very own MC, Sarah, from the Japanese Student Association performing a dance. Sarah, can you tell us a little about your performance?
So I chose to dance this song, and you'll see in a bit. But Japan doesn't usually celebrate Lunar New Year's. They do have just Japanese New Year's, which is January 1st. In Japan, it's called Shogatsu, and so around this time of the year, February 15th, I believe, is Lunar Year's this year. I may be wrong, but in Japan, the next biggest holiday would be Valentine's Day. So I kind of
Ooh.
cheated a bit. I went for a cute dance. So in Japan on Valentine's Day, usually the girls will give chocolate to any of their friends or anyone they like, or just their friends. Sorry. So I don't have chocolate for y'all, but I have a cute dance, and I will probably be hiding on the side. But please enjoy watching me.
Woo, let's go, Sarah.
Hey boy, please. What is this feeling? Come on, tell me.
야, 너 이리야 봐. 왜 답답하게 괜히 말해봐. 너 오빤 여자애랑 친구라고? 그냥 이렇게 웃어주기만 해봐.
날 만나러 가는 길 왜 이리 떨리는지 I wanna say 갖고 싶어 이거 따라보고 싶어 네가 무슨 일을 쓰는 거야 엄마 네 생각뿐이잖아 이런 날 어째 너무 답답해 이런 날 어떡해 나나 baby 나랑 사귈래 밀고 당기기는 그만해 어떡해 놀란 내 가슴이
Oh
Oh
my
god.
gosh, that's so cute.
Thank you.
Great job, Sarah. Honestly, that made me want to dance. I was like watching it like, woo, let's go. And I love how you wore Valentine's Day colors and also red kind of for Lunar New Year. Super cute.
Yeah, me too. That actually made me want to dance. And if you know anything about me, I do not dance. So that says a lot. So good job.
Thank you. I hope y'all enjoyed my performance. And let's switch it up a bit next. So for the next song, it is performed by Tim Ho from the Vietnamese Student Association. I hope y'all enjoy.
Woo.
Con biết bây giờ mẹ chờ tin con khi thấy mai đào nở vàng bên nương. Năm trước con hẹn đầu xuân sẽ về, nay én bay đầy trước ngõ mà tin con vẫn xa ngàn xa. Ôi nhớ xuân nào thuở trời yên vui, nghe pháo giao thừa rộn ràng nơi nơi. Bên mái tranh nghèo ngồi quanh bếp hồng, trông bánh trưng chờ trời sáng, đỏ hây hơi những đôi má đào. Nếu con không về chắc mẹ buồn lắm, mái tranh nghèo không người sửa sang, khu vườn thiếu hoa vàng mừng xuân. Đàn trẻ thơ ngây chờ mong anh trai sẽ đem về cho tà áo mới, 3 ngày xuân đi khoe xóm riêng. Con biết không về mẹ chờ em trông, nhưng nếu con về bạn bè thương mong. Bao lứa trai cùng chào xuân chiến trường, không lẽ riêng mình êm ấm. Mẹ ơi con xuân này vắng nhà. Nếu con không về chắc mẹ buồn lắm, mái tranh nghèo không người sửa sang, khu vườn thiếu hoa vàng mừng xuân. Đàn trẻ thơ ngây chờ mong anh trai sẽ đem về cho tà áo mới, 3 ngày xuân đi khoe xóm riêng. Con biết không về mẹ chờ em trông, nhưng nếu con về bạn bè thương mong. Bao lứa trai cùng chào xuân chiến trường, không lẽ riêng mình êm ấm. Mẹ ơi con xuân này vắng nhà. Bao lứa trai cùng chào xuân chiến trường, không lẽ riêng mình êm ấm. Mẹ ơi con xuân này vắng nhà. Bao lứa trai cùng chào xuân chiến trường, không lẽ riêng mình êm ấm. Mẹ thương con. xin hẹn ngày mai.
Wow, that was such a nice song. It was really relaxing and so fitting for this evening's vibe.
Agreed. I also really love the singing. I believe it was Tim, right? Like, I hope you can serenade someone every night.
Honestly, so good. Just in time for Valentine's Day. Lucky someone out there can get serenaded. But yeah, both the singing and the music, so calming, so relaxing, really awesome. Great job, Tim. And I'm excited to hear another song. This next one is performed by Cynthia Yan from the Chinese Student Association.
忘了有多久，才没听到你对我说你最爱的故事。我想了很久，我开始忘了，是不是我又做错了什么？你哭着对我说，童话里都是骗人的，我不可能是你的王子。也许你不会懂，从你说爱我以后，我的天空星星都亮了。我愿变成童话里你爱的那个天使，张开双手，变成翅膀守护你。你要相信，相信我们会像童话故事里，幸福和快乐是结局。你哭着对我说，童话里都是骗人的，我不可能是你的王子。也许你不会懂，从你说爱我以后，我的天空星星都亮了。我愿变成童话里你爱的那个天使，张开双手，变成翅膀守护你。你要相信，相信我们会像童话故事里，幸福和快乐是结局。我愿变成童话里你爱的那个天使，张开双手，变成翅膀守护你。你要相信，相信我们会像童话故事里，幸福和快乐是结局。我愿变成童话里你爱的那个天使，张开双手，变成翅膀守护你。你要相信，相信我们会像童话故事里，幸福和快乐是结局。一起写我们的结局。
Wow! Cynthia, that was so lovely. Oh my gosh, and I believe that you are the angel of your fairy tale. Wow.
Shout out to Cynthia from CSA, and shout out to her for adding subtitles too and pronunciation of the Chinese lyrics. I could almost sing along if I were better at Chinese.
Well, we actually have another performance from the Chinese Student Association, and it's our last one for the evening. Jessica Shen will be performing a dance.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh, I saw her and she hit me like that. Saw that thing so beautiful. That she just hit my heart. Oh, that full force and she got me like that. I be like, baby, why you so fine? Got to make you mine. So hard to find. Baby, like, oh, how'd you do the thing? The way that you do it, and she ain't even show nothing. She be walking around so confident, so heaven sent. I think she was meant to knock them daylight. Like,
Wow. That was an awesome performance, Jessica, and I really like that. I feel like all of us performers, it may not be Valentine's, but I think we all are just attacking each other's hearts today.
Yeah, and I also I like how the camera transition was really smooth. So yeah, that part was really cool.
Yeah, the camera work, the moves, all of it so sharp, so clean. Great job. Y'all all have some really talented members, so let's give everyone a virtual round of applause.
Oh, and thank you everyone in chat for cheering all of us on.
Yeah, y'all are awesome. I love the energy. Well, we just got to see a lot of awesome performances, and we learned how to make a ton of yummy foods. I love cooking, so I'm super excited to try them out throughout the weekend, especially just in time for Lunar New Year. Simon, what did you think, and how do you typically celebrate Lunar New Year?
Well, it's in Chinese cultures, we have this thing called a reunion family dinner. So I usually just spend time with my family and help them cook and just eat and receive my hopefully full red packets. So yeah, and I like the mango sago. It looks really good. I also like watching other organizations' performances and learning about the bento boxes in Japan was really cool. So, Sarah, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I had so much fun showing my performance with everyone and also watching everyone else's performances. I learned a lot about everyone else's cultures today. I personally, with my family, we usually will just, eat together just like everyone else. Maybe buy a mooncake or two from your local church. But we always have a great time at Lunar New Year's, and hopefully, I hope everyone else has a great Lunar New Year's this year too.
Yeah, I agree. This was such a lovely evening, especially with y'all. And before we end our program, we encourage everyone to take our survey and tell us what you thought about tonight's event. You'll be able to find the link somewhere in the chat. We also have the Magnifying Our Vocal Engagement Move Student Retreat this Friday at 10 a.m. on Microsoft Teams. So join us for a fun-filled, super fun day with for UTD students within the Asian American and Pacific Islander community. Connect, learn about UTD services and resources, hear from keynote speakers, engage in really cool educational workshops, and also more awesome performances from other students. And of course, last but not least, we want to take this time and remind you on Thursday, we have our big cultural finale for Lunar New Year with trivia night hosted by CSA, a fashion show, and starting off with a lion dance by the Julong Sports Association. I hope to see all of y'all there.
Thank you all for joining us this evening, and we hope you have a great
night.
Thank
Bye,
you.
y'all.
Bye.